In this video, I want to show you how to use a Gmail account. Gmail works really good for doing web-based emails. It's a great way actually to keep in touch and run your online business, and it's just a really good program to use. So what you want to do is make sure you have a Google account set up, which you should have already done that to get to this point. But if you have not, you can just go to accounts.google.com or google.com/accounts. Either one will get you to the page where you can set up a Google account, which then gives you your Gmail account. And with Gmail, like I said, it's a very easy way to manage emails, and I'm going to just kind of give you a walkthrough of Gmail. When you first get access, you're going to have four emails or several emails from the Gmail team and from Google. Google Plus will send you an email kind of talking you through the steps. These are good emails to keep around. And also kind of learn a little bit about Gmail and how it works. This is the most basic view. This is how I personally use it. You can actually follow their instructions here that actually show you how to change the theme if you find that a different theme suits you better. Just click on this link here and it will actually take you to info inside your settings that helps you customize your Gmail account. So these are good emails to save. And so what I would do here is go ahead on the left hand side here. You're going to see several things. You've got your inbox, you've got starred emails, you have important emails. So these are like emails that you would follow up on. So inside Google, you've got the star feature here. And the star feature would actually tell you, as you go through your email every day, you can actually click on the star here if there's an email that's really important that you want to follow up on. And then that way you can just go in here and say, boom, okay, these are the emails I need to follow up on for the day. And so you can access that right below inbox. It'll say starred, and then all the starred emails are here. So what I would do, when you get in, for the day, maybe you check your email first thing. You go through your email inbox and you go, okay, so here's an email from this customer, okay, or this is an email from my joint venture partner. Let's see, this email looks like a product I might be interested in checking out. So boom, so then you can just go through each day and you've got your starred emails. And so you can just come in here and click on the starred, and then if you're done going through that email, you can actually unclick that. It'll take it out of the star feature. And so that works out really well. It's one way to manage it. You can also go through here and choose like if this message is important. So let's say it's from a business partner or somebody that you do business with, or it's kind of a format of an email like it's customer inquiries. And so you can mark that as important, and that's going to tell Google in the future that hey, these messages are considered important. So if there's a message that maybe are starred, these are things that might be for follow-up later. And then you've got important, which is like, hey, this is important, I have to go through this. So that's what those features are. Like any other mail program, you've got your inbox, of course. That's how you can check your email every day. Your sent mail, that is whenever you send out a message, messages will appear there. Your drafts, again, this is the drafts folder, so messages that you might be working on to somebody. So let's just go here. I'll show you another feature inside of your Gmail. If you go here to the left, you're going to see some additional options here as well. If I click on the More tab, it will actually bring down some additional areas here. So you see here you've got less, or you got more. So you got your inbox and drafts and sent mail. If you click on More here, there's a few other things you can do. You've got an All Mail section, which what All Mail covers is all your incoming mail, including potential junk mail. And that's important just because sometimes important messages might get stuck there. So you might want to go through all mail on occasion, make sure you're not missing important emails. You've got under the More tab, again, you also have the Spam folder. That's, of course, email that's been marked as spam. You have your trash, so if there's email that, you want to check and make sure you haven't, put something in trash incorrectly, you can do that there. The other option here, this part's important, I wanted to show you that. You've got manage labels. Manage labels. And what the labels are, these are like different messages that you can actually create. So you've got a few other options here. Maybe you've got, down here under the More tab, you could actually select create a new label, and this will actually enter a new label. So let's say you want to create a tab called products purchased. Then you could just choose nest the label under, and you could choose a parent category if you had one, but I'm just going to say products purchased. I don't necessarily worry about nesting them so much, so we'll just say products purchased. So that means if you're somebody that buys information products, you want to have a category that you can instantly put products into. So let's just say, okay, this one right here, let's check that box. So now that that label's been created, all you have to do is check next to that, and then choose move to, and you can choose the folder you want to move it to. So there it is. So it's now moved in the products purchased folder. So now when I go down here, you'll see the products purchased tab, which is the one I just created. I can instantly go in here and access that particular folder or label. So they call them labels in Gmail, but if you think of them, they really are folders is what they are. So I'll show you again another thing you can do. Just go to create new label. Let's say you have another idea. So you have products purchased, and let's say personal business. So let's say things like your bank account information, maybe credit card statements that come to your email. It could be, whatever the case might be. It could be, invoices from your utility company. Maybe just call that personal business. And so again, you go back to your inbox, and let's say this is an email. Let's just pretend it's from our bank account. So just click on that, and then you can go to move to, and you can say personal business. You can move it just like that. The other thing you can do in here is as you're reading the email, if you, for example, want to label something. So let's go back here. So let's say if you want to label something while you're reading it, again, we'll go to all mail here to grab it all. So let's say right here, this this one right here, if for example if it's like in your spam folder or all mail folder and you want it to be in your inbox, just choose move to inbox, and then it will actually show up in your inbox tab. And then if you're going through a message and you decide, okay, I want this to go, this message, should go in the personal business folder, right up here as you are, inside your account. So right up here, as you're inside your email, you've actually got a little label icon. So just choose label, and then you can just select where you want it to go. And you'll notice here it's going to have now two different things. So you'll notice this now shows up maybe in 3 different areas. So you've got products purchased, personal business, and home. So let's say, oh, I don't really need this in products purchased. Just click on this little X, and that will remove it from the products purchased category. And then let's say, no, I don't really need this in the inbox either, so just remove it there. And that would just keep it in your personal business folder. So it works out really smooth. You can just go up here to labels and manage that anytime you're reading a message. And that way your inbox kind of stays clear for you, and you can easily go down here under labels and manage where these are from. Another thing you can do within your labels is come in here, create new label, and you could say, hey, emails from, let's say, Susie Q. Anytime you get an email from Susie Q, she would have her own folder as well. So that way you can instantly go into a folder and say, hey, this is my friend, my business partner, my top affiliate, a customer, those types of things. You have a folder just for that person. Maybe you just have a few customers, you do SEO consulting work, so you can just easily create folders for them there. So that's how you manage labels. That's probably the other important thing within Gmail. Another thing you can do, of course, this is how you send out emails. So the first thing you want to do is go up here to where it says compose, which is right up here. And if you click on that, it will take up an area here where you can actually put in a new message. So you can put in right up here top corner, you can type who you're going to send this mail to, the subject matter, and then type out the email. So hello, thanks, and then your name would go here. Then you can just go to send, and then that would actually send that email out. You can also, after you click on compose, click on that little pop out option, And that would actually bring it up into a separate, into a separate pop-up window that you could manage your email from. Then the other thing, if you're inside an email and you want to reply to somebody, so let's say we're inside this email, all you have to do is click on this reply tab here, and then all you need to do is just type in your reply here, and it will just show up below this. So you could just say thanks, and then click on send, and that's going to actually go out, that would actually go out there to Gmail. So let's see here. It's going to make me log back in. So let me just quickly log back in here. And then once you reply to that email, you will actually be taken right below it. You'll just see the response that you had, to that particular message. So again, compose right there. You'll just pop out, put in who it's to. If you're adding a carbon copy to somebody else or a blind carbon copy, you could just choose those options. And then the other option here within Gmail is that you've got several different choices here. You can click on this tab here and you can manage tasks and contacts. So if you click on contacts, you could actually add in additional contacts information as well by just choosing new contact, and that would put in their name, their email, their phone, and your business contacts can go right in there. So that's just found right here under this little drop down. And then you've got tasks, which could be a variety of different tasks that you have to accomplish. So task list for you, just type in check email. All right, and then you can go here, type in a due date for it, and then Google would probably send you an email letting you know, hey, have you done this yet? So if you just type in this option like check email, you can click here on that little arrow, choose a due date, and so let's say, hey, I need to have this done by the 14th, and make sure you get this done, and then just choose to your list, which is going to be your name, and let's see here, and then you can go in here and just go back to the list. And then when you're ready to add a new task, just click on add new task and say respond to customer 43. We'll just give them a number, and then you can come here, click on that tab, due date. Again, select the due date. I need to get back to them by the 15th. Important, wants SEO help, or wants a free estimate on whatever. And then you can move to list, make sure it's on your particular list back there. When you complete a task, you can just click that little checkbox, that'll cross it off. And anytime you want to get out of the task, just click on that X. So contacts, tasks, and that will bring up your new task list. When you're done with a certain task, you could actually just delete it, by clicking on that as well, and that would help you get rid of that task. So that's how you go through. You can actually delete lists. You can create a new list as well. So you could create a new list called personal to do, and then click on OK. And now you've got different lists that you're working with. So if you click right on in here, you can actually manage your different lists. You got a list for John Smith here, then you've got a personal to-do list. Let's say you're done with a certain list, so let's go back here to this John Smith list. Let's just say delete that list. Okay. So that one, since it is the default one, you can't delete that one. But this personal to-do list, we could actually delete that if we're done with it. This could also be different things like a task list for completing your ebook, or whatever the case might be, whatever the project is, that's what you could have a new list for. So that's managed under tasks. And then you've got, again, back to Gmail here will get you back to the home page. So that's how you manage your Gmail account. Lots of different options there within Gmail for managing your business, and it's just a smooth way to operate your company.